about culture shock. Specifically, what happens when a Westerner like me moves to the Philippines? Some things are charming, some are confusing, and a few are just plain hilarious. I thought I was prepared for the Philippines. I watched lots of content, different YouTube vloggers talking about differences, life in the Philippines, but no amount of YouTube watching or explanations can prepare you for karaoke at 8 a.m. and rice every meal and being called sir like 17 times before lunch. Um, I mean, I'm used to living in the South, and we're pretty sir and ma'am forward down in southern U.S., but here they take politeness and uh, addressing you respectfully to a whole new level. First thing I'll talk about is Filipino time. And give me just 1 second. I need to, there we go. Let me get caught up here. But the first thing I was going to talk about is Filipino time. Hey, Isa. Uh, in the West, whenever we say, I'll meet you at 2 p.m., like that actually means 2 p.m. In the Philippines, like if you say, I'll meet you at 2 p.m., that means soon, or what else? It means like soon, or like eventually, or maybe 2 p.m. I don't know. But it's easy to start out being upset about this or feeling disrespected. The thing is, like, once you just accept it for what it is and relax, stop stressing about being on a schedule, or like if you've chosen to come to the Philippines, you just throw out every idea you had about schedule out the window, because that no longer applies to you. Learn to live stress free, relaxed, and not on a schedule, and you'll be much happier for it. Good afternoon, Isa. Uh, the next thing is the whole eating with a spoon and a fork. Now, I mean, in the West, you might have a spoon. You have a fork, a spoon, and a knife, and you'll usually use the fork and the knife the most. But here in the Philippines, I don't think I've ever had a knife on my table, and it can be challenging. I had to get used to it, and I I think one thing you have to do is be mindful of what restaurants you go to, because if their meat is so tough that you need a knife to cut it and are not able to cut it with your spoon, you just need to find a better restaurant, someplace that has more tender meat. That's all I got to say. Because once you get used to the whole spoon and knife situation, like the spoon does most of the heavy lifting. You get all of your food that you want in your one bite spoon situation and eat it. So there's not really too much cause for using a knife in the Philippines. So, and I mean, let's face it, it's harder to eat rice with a fork. You got to have a spoon. Karaoke. Okay. So, in the West, you know, we might go to a bar that has karaoke, or occasionally you might go to someone's birthday party where they've got, a karaoke machine. Here, you're going to see karaoke whether you just make a trip to the Sorry Sorry store, or, you know, uh, any any family gathering for any reason. It doesn't have to be a special occasion. Just, hey, everybody's getting over. Oh, well, we're gonna have karaoke then. And then, of course, like any random Tuesday afternoon, good time for karaoke. And so you'll hear, someone belting out Whitney Houston, and when they get done, you better clap. Be polite. Uh, Moving on. Taboo. It's hard for me to get used to living the taboo life. I honestly uh, still haven't gotten used to it. If you're not familiar with what a taboo is, hold on a minute. Let me. I think I got a taboo here somewhere. Let me go get my taboo. Oh, we'll have some visual aids here. Where where's my taboo? Where? Okay, I got the. All right, I got the taboo bucket, but I can't find my taboo. Oh, there it is. It's hiding from me. All right. So here is your taboo situation. You're gonna go in the bathroom and you're gonna have a bucket with water in it. This is your taboo. When you finish using the bathroom, you're gonna scoop out some water and you're gonna put that behind here, splash and wash. Then you'll go to the sink and get you some soap, wash your hands, and that's the whole taboo system after you use the bathroom. Personally, I have to have a bum gun, and that's like a bidet, but they have, think of it like a spray nozzle on a garden hose, and then you know you just wash up in there, and it's a little strange at first, but once you convert, you won't go back to toilet paper. Like toilet paper is where for when you don't have a bidet to use. All right. The next on my list is rice. Rice at every meal. In the West, like in the U.S., rice is a side dish. We'll have whatever meat, vegetables, and rice as a side. In the Philippines, rice is the main course. Like you have rice with something. You don't have something with rice. It's the opposite. Like rice is that's carrying the weight of the meal. That's the main course. And then, you know, you add things to go with the rice. And that's like for me, like I still can't get used to rice at breakfast. Um, it's I don't know. It's just not what I'm used to. Uh, there's no rice like rice takes the place of like my normal breakfast starches, like like uh, potatoes, like hash browns or toast. Like anyway, takes some getting used to. I still haven't got used to rice at breakfast. Uh, doo-doo. Oh, the whole facial expression things for communicating. You know, like I don't know if I can do it, but you know the eyebrow lift, where it's like if you ask a question and the answer is yes, and they just and then the other thing that everybody knows about is the whole lip pointing. You know, hey, where'd you put that 500 pesos change? It's over there. So, uh, and it always amuses me every time. Vanilla Gorilla, hello from Guam. Hey, brother, sister. But yeah, the eyebrow lift and the lip pointing, you know, you have to look out for it, because if you're not used to it, you think, what like is this person doing? Um, and I mentioned it earlier, but the use of sir and ma'am. Um, Again, I'm from the South, and you know, we're pretty polite in the South, and very respectful, especially older generations. Um, you know, it's unfortunate that that's kind of declined over the years, but all that aside, here in the Philippines, um, yeah, it's prevalent. Like, you know, 99% of the people that you meet, especially if you're going into some sort of um, business establishment, whether it's just a local street vendor, or you're going into a, you know, a, a major mall shopping center, you're going to hear good morning, sir, good afternoon, sir, um, hello, sir. It's just normal. And for, you know, like I said, for me coming from the South, I'm just used to it. If you're not from the South, if you're from the North, and if you're one of those, if you're one of those people that, I don't know, get offended when someone says, uh, sir, calls you sir or ma'am, get over it. Get over it. Like, don't take offense to someone that is being respectful towards you. Whether you think you deserve it or not is irrelevant. Let people just be respectful, and by accepting it, you're respecting their culture in return. Vanilla Gorilla says you got to work on your lip point. No, no, I'm not. I'm not good at it. I'll have to practice up on that. I'm not a good lip pointer. Uh, okay, so the next thing on my list is texting culture. Um, People don't call each other here unless it's like Facebook Messenger and you're going to have a video chat. But just calling to say something, ain't nobody got money for all that kind of adding. You know, I mean, you add load, you add data, you don't add like the calling thing. And so, you know, you're going to get either a text, or say you're expecting someone to, you know, to come show up wherever you're at. You will get a missed call. They'll call you and it'll immediately disconnect. And what that means is, I'm outside. That's it. I'm here. And and it, you know, it's actually, you know, once you get used to it, it's a pretty efficient system. Once you know what, you know, a missed call means, or then, you know, it's pretty efficient. There's no wasted time, you know, having a conversation over something that's just, you know, if you know, you know. Filipino hospitality. And this is the last one I have on my list here. Is Filipinos will, even if they don't know you, they just meet you, uh, Filipinos will share what they have with you, even if they barely have enough for themselves. They will invite you into their home to have some food, and you know, the way I think about that, I'm a Christian man. I don't talk about my faith a lot, but I am a Christian man, and I'm going to share from the Bible, Mark chapter 12, 43 and 44. And Jesus is talking about, he's with his disciples in the temple, and he's watching people come up to the front and make a donation in the temple. And Jesus says, truly I tell you, because this, you watch all the people, and this one little old widow puts 2 copper coins into the offering. And he says, truly I tell you, this poor widow has put more in than all the others. They all gave out of their wealth, but she gave out of her poverty all she had to live on. And you know, we all talk about, that, you know, in the Philippines, it is, uh, a predominantly Christian society. And the thing is, like, Filipinos don't just say that, they live that. Like, they have, a giving, loving attitude that is Christ-like, how you're supposed to be if you're a Christian. And I'm going to leave it at that. But, that's my final thought on some of the cultural differences that you'll notice in the Philippines. And again, like, some are surprising, some are genuinely touching, like that last one, at least to me. And let's see what Vanilla Gorilla has to say. He said, I've been married to a Filipina for 20 years. I'm used to the lip pointing. I have to tell her to use her words. Yeah, and it it can get a little weird, because even with someone points with their finger, much less their lips, like, that doesn't give you an exact location, and the thing with the lip pointing, see, if you point at something, you can say, oh, it's over there, behind, that little box on that table, because your finger doesn't affect your mouth, so you can give more details on the location with the finger pointing. With the lip pointing, you can't go, it's over there on the table. See, you're using your mouth to point, so it doesn't free up your mouth to give further explanation of where you're pointing. So, just my opinion. So if I had any advice for Filipinos, is, learn to point with something other than your mouth. That way, your mouth's freed up for further explanation. And that's I'm about caught up on what I wanted to cover this video. I didn't really expect a whole lot of people to be here on the live stream, because a lot of my viewers are in America. Is that door rattling? I'm over here. It's pretty. Let's bring you with me. Come here. Let's go over here. This let me see. Let's show you what today looks like. Let me open this window a little bit more. And it's, as you can see, whoop, other way. It's pretty overcast. It was raining earlier today. And it stopped, which is, all this rain has got everything looking really green right now. But let me switch. Where's, I always put my glasses on there. Yeah, we're good. I always have to check because sometimes whenever I switch the camera angle around, and I'm gonna go ahead and shut this door because like I said, it's a little bit windy and it's rattling that door and kind of making a racket. But I am totally Saint swagged out today. I went out earlier for a walk, and it was a little windy and chilly, so got the Saints hoodie on, and of course I'm always sporting the Saints hat because you guys know I ain't got no hair up here. Got to cover it up. Don't want it shining in your faces. Rather y'all look at the fleur de lis than my shiny head. And you guys go ahead and hit the like. Travel Time. Hey Ray, good to see you. Good to see you, Travel Time. What are you up to? Remind me again where you're from. Uh, because like I said, I don't expect to see too many Western people here because of the whole time thing. Oh, Fresno, California. So you're up late. Let's see. That would be what time is it there? That's like 1 a.m. Is that right? About 1 a.m. in Fresno? Vanilla Gorilla said, so how are you liking retirement so far? I'm coming up on 60 pretty quick myself. Starting to wonder if moving to Philippines isn't the best move. Absolutely. Like maybe one day I'll eventually get around to. Oh, it's only 11:15 Pacific. That's 3 hours. Let's see, because it would be three. Oh, my camera went dark. Is it still? Wait, hold on. Let's see. Is my camera still dark? Let's see. So yeah, moving to Vanilla Gorilla, moving to the Philippines. Like I will probably do a video at some point, comparing the different Southeast Asia retirement destinations, and they all have their pros and cons. Like there's pros to other countries that are better than the Philippines, and there's things in the Philippines that are better than other countries, and people just have to like determine like what is the most important to them. Um, for me, not only being, I'm a social guy, so not only having the friendliness, because a lot of there's other Southeast Asia countries, they're friendly as well, but I can't communicate and interact with them as easily as in the Philippines. So for me, that's important. Uh, you know, uh, It's good now. All right. You are with light now. Thanks. Yeah, so yeah, that you know, I am I do not see me ever regretting my decision to move to the Philippines. And, you know, I don't believe anybody that does their research and makes the conscious decision to come to the Philippines will regret it. Like everything that you've heard that's good about the Philippines is even better in person. And everything that you might have heard that's bad about the Philippines, well, yeah, those things are true too. But, you know, when all the good things are so good, if you focus on those, then the bad things don't bother you, at least not for me. Vanilla VG says, to me, Philippines makes sense. Been going since 83. I have extended family there, and we have a condo in Pasay near the Mall of Asia. Yeah, I know that area. Of course, I've been to the Mall of Asia, and that's it's. I'm not a Manila guy. Like I go to Manila to do something that I have to do in a big city, and then I get out. I don't like hanging out in Manila, but yeah, I mean, I don't have to tell you, the goods and bad. You probably know more than me. You've actually been in the country probably more time than I have. Uh, uh, I like it that in the Philippines they speak English. Yeah, absolutely. Something simple. Hey, Michael, what's up, Ray Ray? Stopping by to say hello. Sure, sun's been out and beautiful for 3 days straight. You lucky dog. When the sun's out, Michael's out and about. I hear you. That's why I crossed my heart. I was just thinking about you today. I was thinking, man, I haven't seen Michael do anything live stream, nothing. It's been like is I think it's showing like 9 days is like the last time anything came out. And I'm like, I hope he's okay, because it got me where I was just about to send you a message on Messenger just to check on you. But apparently you just been outside running around, enjoying the sunshine. Travel Time says, I have a Filipina sweetheart who lives in Pagadian City in Mindanao. Pagadian City in Mindanao. Well, that's awesome. Yeah, I mean, and you've been, coming back and forth, so you've experienced the Philippines. For me, like, I have a girlfriend, and I want to try and kind of take it slower and kind of get used to being here in the Philippines, you know, by myself. Not by myself, as in, I'm single, I can do anything I want, but, you know, not have someone, attached to me basically 24/7 until I get more acclimated to being in the Philippines. And I think I'll enjoy it more that way, if any of that makes sense. Naomi, oh, hey, Ray, I'm a bit late. Just woke up. No, no, you're not late, Naomi. I mean, you missed all. I started out the video because it normally takes a while for people to show up. So I start the video and I just talk about a topic. And then you came just in time for me reacting to people that come into the chat after I've already finished doing all my talking. So you'll have to, whenever the live ends and it goes, I put it public, then you'll have to watch the beginning part to see what I talked about. uh, Michael says, Michael is something simple. 2 weeks of rain, and now I am reborn and energized. Walking, of course, and coffee stops as well. That's awesome, Michael. Man, I'm jealous. Like I said, I went out and walked earlier today, and it wasn't raining, but it's been overcast. And I don't know if you were here when I did this before. I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to open. Hold on, I'm gonna have to open the screen because it's cloudy. Open it, but you can see, uh, the sky be looking dark. That sky is definitely saying, yeah, it may not be raining now, but any minute, don't get too comfortable. You get too comfortable walking around, you liable to be wet. But let me get back over here and get caught up on what's going on. VG, Vanilla Gorilla, I'm gonna call you VG. VG says, I hear Elo is like the new up and coming place. Yeah, I've heard that too. Uh, as far as being like clean and modern, kind of like a BGC or uh, oh, what's the my mind just went blank. The big city in Mindanao, but it very clean and organized. Uh, but the thing that I've heard about Elo is like it hasn't got a big, uh, really big expat community. So so it hasn't it hasn't got the support system, I guess to say. I think you could probably find it like in areas around Elo. I mean, it depends on what type of lifestyle you want. Like me, like I couldn't think of myself living long term anywhere other than Tagaytay just because of the weather. But you know, if I had to choose someplace else, I would definitely look at Elo, because that type of environment is very appealing to me because I've said before just slightly OCD. Like if I see a wall socket that's crooked, like I gotta fix that. What is going on? Okay. Um, Travel Time says, God bless you, Ray. My Filipino I are both Christians also. Yeah, you'll like, you know, I'll say anywhere in the world, you'll have a much better life if you're Christian. It just for what it does to you personally. I'm not saying it, but definitely when you come to the Philippines, like you appreciate things different when, you know, if you're not a Christian yourself, that you at least, respect Christian values and beliefs because, that's what you're going to experience. Um, uh, uh, where Michael says on a latte stop right now at Ayala Mall. Awesome. Yeah, I like a good latte. Yeah, I mean, the people, I respect the people that it's like, I have a black coffee. Well, I haven't got there, uh, yet. Like, it's just recently in my life that I actually started liking coffee at all. Like before, nah, I didn't want nothing to do with coffee. it actually actually, in a way, coffee makes me kind of sleepy. Like if I have coffee in the morning and I'm not fully awake, then I'll fall back asleep. Um, I think it's because I think I might be like undiagnosed ADD, and caffeine like affects ADD people differently. Like it calms them, or stimulants have a reverse. Anyway, rambling about ADD, but yeah, coffee, even Coke, like kind of relaxes. The only thing that kind of hypes me up, and I think it's more than just the caffeine, is like a Red Bull or energy drink. I think because of the other stuff that they put in there. Anyway, that's blah blah blah. Uh, TT, travel time. I'm gonna call you TT. TT said, "I know you from last week when you were on Leia and Gary's channel." Yeah, I mean, I've been on Leia and Gary's channel for at least 2 years. Moderator most of that time. Like they don't do as many live streams as they used to, but like at least Leia doesn't. Not as many as they used to do, and but yeah, they're like, if you guys, anybody out there that's not subscribed to Filipino Philip Philippines Family Life with Leia, then you need to go check that out. Something simple that's in this chat is Michael. It's something simple too. You need to subscribe to that channel. Travel time. I don't know if you have a channel or not. I'll have to check that out. TT says, nope, have not been to Philippines yet. Man, travel time. Stop procrastinating. You need to come on. Like, life is about making memories. There is nothing you're doing more important than not doing everything in your power to do something that will bring you happiness. And if you're spending time watching vlogs about the Philippines and thinking about coming over, it's time for you to do something about it. Like, save up, do what you have to do to at least make a trip, and you know, and go from there. Let it affect your life, however it affects your life. And get back to my, just had to have a serious moment there with TT. Hasn't been to the Philippines. Michael says, blue skies with very few clouds the past 2 days. Man, you just need to stop bragging, Michael. I'm still like, uh, the rain's been less and less here lately, and there's only been a couple times when it's really like cleared up, had blue skies with white fluffy clouds. Uh, but the majority of the time, it's been this overcast thing, and I think it's basically just like the clouds. It picks up the moisture from the ocean, comes over the mountains and starts condensing, and then gets over to like Manila and then dumps rain. I think that's what's happening. Uh, Naomi said, "Oh, you're in full sweats today. No tattoo peaks." No, not today. I'm in full Saints uh, gear, because, like I said, it was kind of cool out earlier when I was walking, and now that I'm thinking about it, like I'm gonna be getting hot here pretty soon, and I don't have anything on under my hoodie, so I can't take it off. TT says, we are in a long distance relationship now for 18 months. time for me to get on the plane. Absolutely, TT. Like you need to, you just need to just get it done. Make that your main focus, whatever it is. Like if if you know it comes down between stopping for a Big Mac or saving that $10 and putting it towards your Philippines fund. That's what you got to do. You got to do what you got to do, but you got to make it happen. I have faith in you, TT. JB. Hey, Ray. Hey, JB. Man, glad to see you. JB's awesome. I love me some JB. He's always fun in the chat. Michael said, never been to Ilo, but Gary and Leia filled me in. They didn't feel a vibe there, thus choosing Bacolod as I did also. Yeah, and that's the thing. You've got to have a vibe with wherever you're at. Like for me, the weather is enough of a vibe for me because like I'm gonna vibe with anybody. Like they don't have to vibe with me. They're gonna get vibed on. I am a what is the word I'm looking for? Vibe offender. Like I will put my vibes on people whether they want vibes or not. Because yeah, Davao City in Mindanao. TT, thanks a lot. Yeah, that's the big city I was talking about. That's always flouted as being super clean and organized. Davao City. Yeah. James Richardson, you just chasing the girls. Nah, James, I don't be chasing girls. They be chasing me. Janet, hey, how you feeling? I'm feeling better, Janet. Like I woke up this morning, I had a little bit of a sore throat, and my voice is still getting back to 100%, but definitely feeling better. Don't have the aches and pains I had before. Vanilla VG says coffee didn't do anything for me. No, I just like the taste, and I'm the same way. Like, I think you like people become addicted to coffee over time. And I don't necessarily know that I'm addicted to coffee, but now I actually think about having a coffee where I didn't before. Like, I don't think that there's anybody in the world that, especially like black coffee, like has taken their first drink of black coffee, whatever age they were, whether they were 10 or a full adult, and took a drink of some bitter black coffee and said, this is good stuff right here. No, it's never happened. It's the same as alcohol. Like nobody's taken their first drink of like hard alcohol and said, man, this is yummy. But when you drink it over time and then you develop taste, and with coffee you can taste like the different notes and whatever, and like with like a good whiskey, like you can taste different. Anyway, enough about that. The point is, like, you develop a taste for coffee. Janet, being my cheerleader, hit the like, double tap the screen. Yeah, see, Janet, double tapping the screen doesn't work on my live stream normally. And it's because like I stream horizontally, you got to get all of this in there, and I don't like being confined to this little space where I'm going like this. I like to spread out, so I always stream horizontally. Occasionally I'll stream vertically, and then when you stream vertically, then yeah, the double tap on the screen works. But Michael said, best decision I ever made coming to the Philippines. Agree with you 100%. Janet said, "Did you try the moringa tea? It's common there, very expensive here." No, Janet, I didn't. I didn't get any moringa tea. Um, I, I, just took some cold medicine and been drinking lots of water and hot showers, and coughing up phlegm. Michael says, "Hey JB, hey Michael, JB." Michael's JB says hi to Janet. Everybody saying hi to everybody. Naomi says, "It's true. The girls be chasing you. Look at you." I appreciate you, Naomi. Naomi's my little young stalker. She knows that she's way too young for me, but she has fun, and that's all right with me. It's all in good fun, and I am never going to be one to take away whatever it is people want to say or do that brings them enjoyment. So you just keep on stalking me, Naomi. TT says, "Hey, you're close to the camera speech convinced me so much. My Filipina has been waiting for me for 18 months, but she is super sweet and super patient with me. I am so blessed to know her." Well, I am glad that I was able to get through to you, TT. Whatever you got to do, you just need to make it happen. Like you know, it's for your good. Like you deserve the happiness that making that first trip to the Philippines is going to bring you. So get it done, TT. Get it done. I want to see you. Like comment. I mean, this is. I know this may sound like I'm just trying to, get interaction with my videos, but if you can find on in my description, my Facebook, like message me. I'm genuinely, I want to keep up with you, keep encouraging you. I want you to let me know, when you're going to make a trip, and I'm gonna hold you to it. Like we're accountable for each other here. Like I'm not smoking because I know vape might be the same to some of you people, but it's not. Like cigarettes are hard, and uh, I haven't smoked any cigarettes because I know that I would have to get on here and confess to you guys that I had a cigarette, and I'm not gonna do it because I don't want to let you guys down that believe I can do it even when I don't believe I can do it. But I'm gonna take a puff of this vape. Okay. Janet says, "Travel time. Oh, great story. Good luck." TT says, "Ain't no Filipinas who are ain't, oh, sorry, Saints fan. They only like basketball over there." Yeah, I know. And see, I'm not a big basketball fan. I'm not a big baseball fan. I'm not a big hockey fan. What else is there? Soccer, like European, rest of the world football. Just not into it. And I'll tell you why. Because like what basketball has like 80 80 something regular season games, same as hockey. I think they both have like 80, I want to say 87 games. Baseball has like 180 games in the regular season. Like football has 17 games. That's it. Like, so if you think about that, like each game that you watch has more impactful significance to how the season goes. Like in baseball or basketball, like a team can, drop 2 or 3 games in a row and it's, not really that big of a deal. It's like, oh, I'm still in the hunt for the conference title or whatever. Again, in football, like you lose 3 games in a row, like people start talking about maybe it's time to switch up the quarterback or think about firing the coach or something because you can't be losing all these games in a row. You don't have that many. And then you get to the playoffs playoffs and get in the playoffs. And, you know, like in football, one game, win or lose, you're either moving on or you're done. There ain't no 7-game series and all, like, no, it's like, win or go home. That's what I love about football. Anyway, Moringa. Oh, wait, I missed something. Janet says, Ray, okay, we'll keep up with watch versus like in this format. Thanks. Yep. JB says, all the best travel time. Yeah, I mean, we're all on your side, TT. We want you to get to the Philippines and get some more happiness up in your life. Gino's. Hey there, Sir Ray. Hey, Gino is a great guy. He's a younger Filipino vlogger. And like I'll watch him when he go on the live stream and mess with him. He has way more hair than I do, but I ain't jealous. He's a young handsome guy, and he's out there living his best life. And maybe not young for Filipino standards. Gino's, what are you? Aren't you in your maybe early 30s? I can't remember, but way younger than me, living his life. Oh, good to see you here, Gino. Let's see. Janet says something simple. Hey, 10 likes and watching. Yes. I quit cold turkey February of 2024. That was during my birthday. 2026 will be 2 years smoke free. Saved my life. That's awesome, Janet. Like something a lot to write. Call me Janet if better for you. Thank you. Yeah. In his service to God is Janet. Janet's an awesome lady. Naomi says, don't worry about it. I'm usually too young for most guys I date. LOL, but hey, ain't nothing wrong with sticking around for a little appreciation for someone as hot as you, sir. Yeah, Naomi. I'll take it. You can keep it coming. I'm not gonna argue with you. I appreciate you being here. You bring fun to the chat. I don't take it, super serious. I mean, we know where we stand with each other. You're just trying to make me blush, and I'm here for it. So go ahead with yourself, Naomi. Michael said, I love all sports, playing them for sure. Pickleball, first group meeting, playing on Thursday. Love to be active, have fun, and compete. My mentality is use it or lose it. Yeah, no, I like competing too, but watching other people compete, like I would go play like softball, or I would play like a pickup basketball game, or if I didn't think if I could find ice in the Philippines and didn't think I would, bust my ass a million times trying to skate, I'd play hockey. But watching it just doesn't have the same grab for me as football. Like football is, just keeps my attention. Like let's see, Naomi, why is there a 3 next to my name? LO, that's cute. Well, Naomi, out of everybody that's in the chat, like you have made the 3rd most comments. So if you comment more, your number will go up. But don't just spam the chat like hot, because Janet will block you. You can't be spamming, but keep commenting. I like it, Naomi. JB said, Michael here, good things about pickleball. Pickleball seems to be all the rage these days too. Have fun, bro. Yeah, I hope you have fun too. I don't know how into pickleball I would be. Like cornhole is more my speed. Standing still, throwing a bean bag. Seems like pickleball. It doesn't have maybe not as much movement around as tennis, but still probably more than me. I'd have to get into walk more and get into better shape before I would be able to take on trying pickleball. Gotcha, Janet. Thanks. Janet wants to learn pickleball so bad. Is pickleball less running? I think it is less running, but it still would be too much for me right now, Janet. Sometimes seems to be half court tennis. Doctors are saying might be okay. Yeah, I think I'll probably do it. Gina says, "Good afternoon, Sir Ray. Good afternoon, Gina." I was watching Gina and Isa yesterday. They were having a karaoke party, and they were a lot of fun. If you guys are not subscribed to Gina and Scott's channel and Isa's channel, where she's not still here, you need to check them out. Those girls are a lot of fun. Gina says, hello, Mama Janet and everyone. And Suresh says, knock, knock. Who's there, Suresh? I'm here for it. TT says, I have seriously studied where to live, where it is cooler in Philippines. Among 3 good areas are Baguio, Malaybalay, and Tagaytay. Tagaytay is my number 1 choice so far. Yeah, and that's what happened with me. I had to have cooler, and I did research, and just for my personal preferences, like Tagaytay check way more boxes than the other options. Suresh says, hello, Panda. Hello, sir. Naomi's, what happened? Nope. Naomi had her message retracted. Why? Naomi. Okay. And some of the things on ping pong player. Okay. Yeah, ping pong's fun. You can get your heart rate up playing ping pong. Gina, where's Isa? Janet, I saw Isa in this chat. Like, she was like she was the first person that said anything in the chat, and then she just disappeared on me. Gina said, it's too bad I'm confined now in hospital, sir. Oh no, Gina, what happened? Gina, I think she's busy now. Gina, what's wrong? Michael says, I understand, Janet. I have high energy daily, and that's why I walk as much as I do and mix in the gym a few days a week also. Yeah, I'll get up there with you one day, Michael. Right now, I'm just getting my overall health up, and then I'm going to work on my flexibility. And then, after that, then I'll start working on, maybe more strength and stamina. And there we go. Naomi said, yeah, I like the Philadelphia Eagles for football. There's always something crazy happening within the stadium at their games. LOL, classic Philly. Oh yeah, I remember one day they had a game, they had snow, and they were taking like big batteries and putting them in a snowball and then throwing them at somebody that was dressed like Santa Claus. Like, that's not cool, Philly. Yeah, anyway. What happened? Naomi retracted her own. No worries. Yeah, I thought you did. I was TT JB. Thanks for the encouragement. Yeah, we're all here for you, TT. Yes, but I don't want to risk it. I'm only 10 months from open heart. It may be too soon. Yeah, I mean, you definitely got to follow your doctor's instructions on how much you can do, Janet. You know, don't try and do too much. Um, and also, I'm heavy bleeding. I hope everything is fine. Yeah, yeah, Gina. My goodness, what's going on with you, Gina? Did I miss something? Whatever it is, Gina, you know, our prayers are with you. I hope everything sorts itself out. Uh, JB, praying you're okay, Gina. Get well soon. Absolutely. Yeah, we're all here for you, Gina. If we're not here for each other, then you know, ain't no point doing all this. Gina, you drinking enough water? Pain inside. Hope not kidneys. Let's pray for Gina. Absolutely. Dear Lord, lay your healing hand on our sister Gina. Help her pull through whatever trial you've put in front of her and bring wisdom to the doctors and put your power in any medicine that she takes for her healing. In Jesus Christ's name, amen. Okay. So I'm not going to just say I'm going to pray for you, Gina. We're going to do it live. Uh, because, you know, talk's cheap. You know what I mean? Uh, Thanks very much, Sharish. Yeah, we're all inside. Gina, you know, I'm going to worry, dear. I'll check on you later today. Rest, dear. Gina Saray, thank you very much and sorry for distracting. Oh, no worry. Hey, Gina, like, you're always the highlight when you're in my chat. Like, this isn't about me. This is about me connecting to all of you guys. So for me, like what's going on with each one of you is like way more important than what I've got going on. If I want to just talk about what I'm gonna go going on without you know any direct interaction, then like I'll make a video of me walking around talking and post it, and then you guys can react to it, but it's about me. But whenever I do a live chat, nah, this is about you guys and catching up with you guys. JB, amen. Absolutely. Sir JB is a very good person. Absolutely. JB is the salt of the earth. He's a great guy. And I have caught up with chat. Nope. Janet says, Gina, love you too very much. Stay strong. I will check on you. Promise. Yeah, no. Gina, Janet, both y'all keep us in the loop. Keep me in the loop. And like I've said everywhere, like anybody that's watching right now, if you haven't, like, go into my channel description and actually, it's easy to just tell you. Like my Facebook page is the same as like the channel name. Just go to Facebook, look up at Ray in the Philippines, and that'll be my Facebook channel. Send me a friend request, and I'm gonna accept it. Suresh, who is Mama Janet? Mama Janet is in his service. God is Janet, and the The younger girls just call her Mama Janet. Suresh, actually, I was talking about Saray. Saray is a very good person. Well, yeah, but so is JB. JB is also an awesome guy, and you know I I don't take any personal glory for being good. Like I let you know when it's right, the Holy Spirit will lead me, and that's where the goodness comes from. It's not me, but under my own human power, I do try to consciously make effort to live a certain way and interact with people a certain way, and I'm very disappointed with myself when I don't. So I appreciate you recognizing uh, my effort uh, to. Uh, Michael said, like and subscribe. Appreciate that, Michael. Uh, Janet, Ray, I will reach out when I know more. We appreciate you very much. You're a stand-up guy. Thank you, Janet. And yeah, absolutely. Make sure you send me a friend request. You know, hit me up on Messenger. Let me know what's going on whenever y'all find out. Suresh, God, question mark, Suresh. Isa, Gina, and others call me that. It's a term for endearment. Uh, Suresh says, me also. Suresh, in a service, God means I serve God. I'm ordained. Okay. Suresh, okay, I understand who is Mama Janet now. Good. Glad we got that all sorted out. Mike says, put Jesus first and you will never finish last. Absolutely. You know, uh, like in the grand scheme of things, any action that I take uh, from my own thought or desire is going to have way less impact on the world or others as what I do you know, when God guides me through his Holy Spirit. Like that is always going to be more impactful, more meaningful. Um, so, you always have to listen to that small, still voice. Naomi said, I love the way he leans back and takes off his glasses. That's just for you, Naomi. So I, I got that. I'm talking about being a man of God, and then, you know, being eye candy for, some 19-year-old. it's it's a weird life I lead. Uh, I mean, it's all in God's hands. Right. Something. Yes, God first always. JB, thanks, Ray. I'm just a regular guy. I just try to do right thing most times. You are a top person, Ray. Man, I appreciate you, JB. You know, like there, there's no one better, um, or worse in like my opinion. Like I'm not better than anyone else, and I like to think that there's not anyone else that's you know better than me. Like we all have our differences. Um, there's 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 people. There's guys that have more money than me, and there's guys that are more charitable than me. There's guys that pray more than me. There's guys that um, you know are more handsome than me. Maybe not whenever I take off my glasses, but but anyway, uh, the thing is, like, you just have to be the best you, Like God made us all, and God doesn't make mistakes. And you just need to figure out, you know, what flavor God designed you to be, and be the best flavor of that you possibly can. Like, you know, there's some people that have a more, serious demeanor than I do. Like, I may joke around more than other people, and there's times for that. There's times for, joking around and laughing in life, and there's times for seriousness, and like everybody's got a role to play, and everybody is their own perfect creation of how everybody works together, like, to complement each other. So, like, that's why I like being around people, because, if I was around a bunch of people that were exactly like me, like, that would be terrible. Like, you know, one or two of me in a room is enough. Anyway. Let's see. Wait. Where we at? Suresh says, I agree. JB says, great saying, Michael. Uh, yep, Ray, so very true, spot on. I stay in upper house. Okay. Michael said, everything positive that has happened to me since arriving in the Philippines, which has been many. All the glory to God. Without him, none of this is possible. Absolutely. He gives his breath every day, and, we got to do our best with it. Michael says, amen, Janet. Gina said something simple. Thank you, sir. Gina's doctor come in yet? JB says, I always love your perspective and take on things. It's different to the norm, but that makes sense. I appreciate it, JB. And, um, that's, that's one of the gifts I believe that, God has given me is, I used to teach Sunday school. I, used to teach baseball, even though baseball isn't, one of my favorite sports. Like, teaching it to a bunch of 11, 12-year olds, that's a lot of fun. And I'll watch those games because I'm emotionally invested in those kids. You're watching kids play sports that that you spent time with the kids. Yeah, that's a whole different thing. Anyway, got off on a tangent there, but um, yeah, I believe God has given me the gift to explain things in a way that people can understand and process them. Uh, and I'm gonna. Oh, looks like. Wait, look like my internet connection is doing weird stuff on my phone. Everything's still good. Good on. I'm going to catch up on the comments in just a second because let's see if I might have to close this out because I stopped streaming here, and it's hard for me, like, whenever I'm streaming this way. There we go. Let me catch up to live. All right, there we go. And see the chat. All right, I think I'm all right. Now I'm back. Uh, all right, so now I can catch up with Gina. Gina, doctor checked me already. More tests for me now. I'm not sure. 2 days stay in the hospital. Oh no, Gina. Sir, I learned something good today from you. Thank you. Awesome. I appreciate you being here, Suresh. Like, you know, hang out with me more often. I won't mind. Mike says, I'm a work in progress day by day, but here in the Philippines has brought me closer to God. Absolutely. I mean, well, for one thing, you know, it's it's easier to hear God when you have more quiet in your life. And I'm not talking about physical noise because, you know, karaoke can be loud, roosters can be loud, dogs can be loud in the Philippines, but peace and, you know, living stress free and having peace in your life, that brings a different kind of quiet, like a quiet to your soul. And when your soul is quiet, then God can speak to you and you can hear him. So that's how it helped me in the Philippines. Let's see what we're going. Naomi, oh, what a lucky Sunday school. I wouldn't miss a day. LOL. I hear you, Naomi. You sweet girl, you. Suresh said, Panda, you will be fine soon, but God is planning something good for you. Absolutely. You're going to be stronger on the other side of this. Janet said, Gina, okay. That means it's time to rest. If you're strong enough, go live, keep us posted, or short. Leave comments open for well wishes, dear. I'll put you on prayer altar and 24-hour pray through our church. Yep, let's keep praying for Gina. Suresh, thank you. I will get more better soon. I'm a strong woman. Show them muscles. You get there's yeah, you do get a muscle emoji. Prayer, muscles, and smiles. Strong woman. Kuya Dave, hey, Dave, what's going on? We've been all over the place. Started the live stream talking about culture shock, and you know, we've went on through faith, had a prayer for healing, uh, been getting hit on by a 19-year-old girl. It's all in good fun, and yeah, just hanging out. So, welcome to the carnival. Gina, Janet, I will thank you very much. I'll post more updates. Awesome. JB says, hey to Dave. Suresh, handsome, a cutie. Oh, Suresh is handsome. I don't know if Suresh has a Suresh, you have a channel. I'll have to subscribe to you if I'm not already. Um, Dave saying hi to JB. Cool. Yeah, watch your videos, enjoy them. Awesome. Glad, Janet. Yeah, like anybody that that has a channel in here, you know, make sure you shout it out because you know I'll definitely watch it. I've I've said this many times. Like I believe in giving time to people that give time to me. Like that's the way I live my life. If someone chooses to give their time and energy for my benefit, then like I'd be a sorry piece of junk if I didn't, you know, give my time and energy back. Uh, uh, let's see, where are we at? Oh, okay, TT says my Filipina sweetheart and I want to start a rice, fish, and clothing ministry over there. We'll probably go to Tondo or other extremely poor areas to be a blessing to those who have so very little. And that's awesome. Um, you know, like eventually I want to do something of that sort. Uh, hopefully once my channel gets a little bit bigger and is a little more self-sufficient, where I don't have to put in as much work growing the channel as being able to find ways to use this medium to benefit others and uh, and so yeah, no, that that is awesome that, you know, that your mind's there. You know, I was reading today about, you know, like the stunted rate of you know, Filipino children under the age of 5. You know what the mortality rate was under 5, and you know, uh, so yeah, nutrition is uh, definitely something I'll probably lean towards whenever I get to that point where I can, you know, have more impact. Um, and my heart's always going to lead me to like the little kids. Like little kids, just I melt. I can't. I see little kids and I just melt. Um, so yeah, they're special to me. Dave said she's still hitting on you. Naomi, LOL. Oh yeah, yeah. Naomi's my sweetheart. She knows, you know, where I stand with the whole difference in age. But I told her, as long as, you know, it makes her happy trying to make me blush, then she just keeps going. Suresh, thank you for calling me handsome. Yeah, I have to. I need to check out a. Well, see, I can't do it with on here. I'll have to get the picture blown up. I wish I had a way. You know, whenever I get my laptop, like whenever like I'm my budget's been busted since the whole trip to the US. I've done mention that way too many times. But once I get where I can save up and get a good laptop where I can run the stream through the laptop and put up things, then I would probably I would probably be throwing up a picture of Suresh on my screen saying, "Hey, look at that handsome guy there." But I can't do that right now. But I want to. Um, Naomi, yes, yes, Naomi's flirting. Michael said, "Well, everyone, time to head off for some more walking and enjoy this beautiful day. I may live stream later this evening. Awesome, I'll be there. So if anyone is bored, feel free to join. See everyone. Take care, Ray Ray. I will see you later, Mike. If you decide to live stream, you know I'll be there for you. Um, yeah, I need to. Hold on. The problem is how do I'm waiting. I want Suresh to comment. Suresh, say something. Just put a letter or do something. 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 Oh yeah, no, I can go to your channel. Okay. All right. All right. You only have one video, Suresh, but I'll watch it. I'll watch it later. And so I subscribed on my other account. Uh, let's see. Where was I? Watch old Kuya. Yeah. Uh, Kuya Dave. You click on his channel. I'm already subscribed. I also sub Suresh Kuya. I watched the video on your decision move from US to Philippines and your cost per day. I enjoyed it. Something okay. I'll stay when I gotta go. I'll let you know. So Ray got covered. Thanks for heads up. Yeah, no, I'm never worried about moderators too much, Janet. Like if worse came to worse, uh, uh, look, I'll do something here. All right, but I just posted Janet is the best. But if I follow along with my other account, and if worse came to worse and someone was just out of line, then I could always, handle it. But most people don't get too crazy in my live streams. Uh, let's see. Let's see where we go. Okay, Suresh. If I had money, then surely I would be there in Gina's hospital flowers. She is my good friend. Yeah, Gina's awesome. She's a fun girl. Very nice. Very sweet. Suresh said, "Die to me." Suresh said, "I don't post videos because I'm studying. That's why I don't get time to make videos." Yeah, no, I understand, Suresh. I mean, and it's not for everybody. But if you ever do decide to make videos, you'll have subscribers. And I subscribe to everybody whether they are currently making YouTube videos or not, because hey, one day they may decide, and I'll be there for them then. Go over here. There one girls. Suresh, what are you studying? I post that Ray Moore guy posted that Janet is the best. It never will. You special. Suresh said, I completed my graduation. Now I'm preparing for the army officer. Okay, so you were studying and now in the army. Are going to good luck with the army. JB says, Ray, I love you. You're an angel from the New Orleans Saints. Oh yeah, I'm a saint. I'm a saint through and through. Suresh, keep us posted on this so we can celebrate you. 100%, Sir Ray. I don't know what I'm 100%, but let me just lean back, take my glasses off slowly. Where you at, Naomi? I'm probably I'm caught up with caught up with comments, so I had to think of something to talk about. Um, you guys need to give me a yeah. The Saints. That was a while back when the Saints beat the Eagles. The Saints have had some bad luck. Like, um, and I'm not just talking about recently. Like, I think last season, we had records uh, with injuries that set NFL records. So I mean, we're just snake bit last year. But I'm talking about when the Saints were still in their window. Um, like I truly believe that Drew Brees should have won 3 Super Bowls with the Saints. Like they were in the championship game with the Rams when they had ended up changing the rules about replays because there was a NOLA no call where the guy clearly hit the receiver that would have been pass interference and would have ended up with a touchdown, and that would have been the end of the game. But instead, it was a field goal, and then gave the Rams a chance to come back and tie it. Anyway, enough rambling about that. But the Saints would have completely won that NFC Championship game, and pretty sure they would have won that Super Bowl. I had to look back to see who it would have been against, but yeah, they would have won that Super Bowl. Um, and then there was another NFC Championship game during Drew Brees' time when we kind of got cheated. But I'm not going to go into all of that. But Dave said, I don't even think about bringing long sleeves when I come. Uh, Yeah, no, I mean, for the most part, you won't have time, won't need. You know, I would bring at least one kind of light jacket or light. Like I've got this one, and then I keep a thin hoodie that's got a zipper that I can zip on and off, and like I'll wear that, like when you go on a plane, um, because especially coming over here, Dave. I mean, you've made the trip before. Like once you get above a certain elevation, some of them plane rides get cold. They don't. Sometimes the heat not working well enough, but it gets cold on those flights. So you definitely got to bundle up when you're flying over here, and then be prepared to strip down once you get here. Strip down to a reasonable level, Naomi. You'd be getting excited thinking about me stripping. Anyway, yes, but I knew the Saints would upset Eagles to date. No team has won back to back. Is that correct? Um, Back to back Super Bowls. I'm pretty sure the Patriots did it before. I'd have to look that up, but I'm pretty sure the Patriots. I think the Bears are yuck, but Ryanair was the best. The 4-6. Naomi, oh, look at you passionately talking about NFL. I love hearing you ramble about random stuff. Thanks, Naomi. Well, I can see the attraction then because I randomly ramble about lots of stuff. I just, oh, hey, look, number one in the comments, Jay. All right, welcome to number one. You tied with Suresh. Suresh is up there with number one too. Uh, Janet says yes, Super Bowls. Yeah, I'm not sure, Janet. Somebody somebody Google back to back Super Bowls. I think I think New England had to have had at least one back to back Super Bowl win. JB Ray viewers have seen your tattoos and everyone fall in line. I mean, I've only got the three tattoos, and they're not like they're you know in some kind of private area. I got the one on my arm, one on my chest, and the one on my leg. That's it. And they're pretty plain. Uh, let's see. Dave says Patriots. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Patriots. Hey, Aiz is back. Welcome back, Aiza. What'd you do to Gina? Why did you make Gina sick? What's wrong with you, girl? I'm just kidding. Oh heck, it's the Pittsburgh Steelers did it back to back. Yeah, the Pittsburgh Steelers too. Yeah, that's true. Naomi, yeah, I love his tattoo, especially the one on his arm. Well, it's just like that, except bigger. Eyes don't show tattoo day again. A lot of girls look at. Yeah, eyes. Naomi's still sticking around. I have fun with Naomi. It was kind of weird the very first night whenever I was getting all of them comments in the chat. Naomi was there, but you know, we've come to an understanding, and she likes trying to make me blush, and you know, I don't mind. So I was saying hi to Janet and JB. Did it first, and the Kansas Cities did it back to back. Second. Okay, 49ers maybe. Hey, what you doing? Hey, Haza. Everybody's pumped to see Aiza. And is it? See, I need to get the pronunciation of your name correct. Is it? Is it Aiza or Aiza? Which is a girl? Give me some pronunciation clues here so I can always pronounce your name correctly. Davey, thank you for the nasty. Appreciate. Korea fact checked for correct data. Super Bowl 9, 10, then 13 and 14. Okay, that's cool. First pronunciation is correct. So, Isa, Isa. Just type yes, Isa. I can remember that. All right. Yeah, I was trying to put more syllables in there, make you sound, more important. Put lots of syllables. Pronounce every letter. Chris Cart. Geez, another Yankee here that is non-superstition. Halfway to begging phase 2. Is non-superstitious. Chris, I don't understand about the superstitious part. Like, and I appreciate you stopping by and commenting. Uh, like I've always said, like anybody that wants to come in here and say anything about me is fine as long as you don't, you know, uh, get mean with other people in the chat or become vulgar or you know anything like that. Then cool. Yes, correct. And let's see, that's correct. Isis, let's eat sweet potatoes. I'm not really a big fan of sweet potatoes. I never have been. I don't know what it is, but yeah, not really a big fan of sweet potatoes. You eat sweet potatoes, Ray, or not? Yeah, just answer that. Not a real big sweet potato fan. Uh, I've eaten sweet potatoes before. I'll eat them, but yeah, I'm never going to be craving sweet potatoes. Let's see. Dave says Dallas 49ers, Patriots, Pittsburgh. Wait, what? Pittsburgh, Dolphins, Steelers, Broncos, Chiefs. Wait. As I said, I got some good idea. Grill asparagus, sweet potatoes, and pork rib chops Monday. Well, that ain't helping me any, because I'd eat some grilled asparagus and pork ribs. Hold on, excuse me, y'all. Ooh. Hey Dave, you got some socials? If you want to pick, LOL. Nope, Naomi's floating with Dave. And anyone, I gotta know what you look like. Oh, okay. Dave was a. Uh, Naomi don't have a picture on her profile. Well, let's see. Oh, okay. I was wondering what was got deleted. Yeah, you guys, like I said, you say anything you want, but you know, try to avoid, certain. the words. Uh, mm, Kuya Dave, Instagram. No, Naomi, curse words are not cool. Yeah, let's try to keep the especially the f bombs out of here, and you know, uh, ass is okay. If YouTube can't deal with ass, then kiss my ass, because I can't help it. That's just part of my vernacular. But that's normally about the extent of my cursing. Like, you know, you can always find a better, more expressive word to get your point across than something else. But I think Janet's laughing at me. It's true. It's true though, Janet. I mean, I talk how I talk, uh, and but you're right. I mean, for the YouTube will send you warning for harsh curse words, uh, then a strike. As in the Bible. Oh yeah, yeah. There was uh, Samson that was it a lion he killed with the jawbone of an ass? I think he killed a lion with the ass's jawbone. Uh, but yeah, if y'all run out of comments, I might just have to start telling Bible stories. But nah, I don't want to do that. I'm probably gonna call it pretty soon. Uh, I know he killed something with the jawbone of an ass. Uh, and I normally have pretty good recall for just random informations especially things that I've read. Uh, but yeah, like I said, uh, I'll let Janet fact check my Bible knowledge, and then I'll probably I'll probably call it, guys. Like, I appreciate uh, all of you guys that shown up, showed me love, and you know, you can hit that like on your way out. If you haven't subscribed, now I'd love to have you. And yeah, Janet said yes per fact check. That's spot on. Yeah, I was pretty sure I was right about that. Um, but yeah, you guys, like my my throat's getting a little bit sore. I've been doing a lot of coughing lately, and just JB just done eat snacks, sweet potatoes, Ray. I knew I will be in Bible from somewhere. I said, I'm worried to Gina because she admitted in hospital. She's not bringing any clothes or personal use. Oh, what? You're not able to pack her a bag? Yeah, Janet. I'll get some. I don't know if I'll go out to find moringa tea, but yeah, I'll make some hot tea, and I think I might have some honey here. But yeah, I'm gonna. The employer is so rude. Whose employer? Isa coming here bringing all this Meritus. What's going on? Is did Gina was Gina's employer rude? What is going on? Are you close to the hospital, Regina? I can't because I cannot because not allowed. Oh, okay. So you can't bring her an overnight bag. There's nobody there. What about the other? Let me see. Let me see how good my recall is. Uh, you guys were because yesterday y'all were doing karaoke, and Eva was another girl that was there with y'all doing karaoke. Eva's not able to bring her like a little overnight bag. Like, see, you guys think I don't pay attention, but even sub characters and the plots of you guys' life, I remember who they are. Uh, I cannot. It's not allowed. My boy, but I was trying to flush it up. I said Gina, Chinese boss is rude. All friends are working, different employees. Well, I mean, hopefully they'll and can go out for a day off is Saturday. That's out here about Gina's boss. What job doesn't have its mess? Man, so did Gina have to rush to the hospital that she couldn't, grab like a nightgown or change clothes and a toothbrush or something? Like that's terrible. Um, here in Hong Kong, if you go to hospital, your employer need to bring you clothes and things you need. Oh, but the boss. Oh, okay. So so Gina's boss should bring her some stuff to her, and that's terrible that they won't bring stuff for her when she's in the hospital. So that's terrible. Well, I did check up. She had no idea to admit. Wow, no, that's right. Yeah, that's terrible. And that she was just going in for a checkup. Yeah. Anyways, guys, I am I am about ready to call this. Take my glasses off to anyway. I'm not gonna do all that, but uh, like I do want to tell all you guys, like I do at the end of every video. You know what's coming. Who dat? I love you all.